Beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn, alone among God's primates. He kills for sport, or lust, or greed.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Patreon commentary time is here. That's right, we're talking about Friday the 13th, 1980 on Kill by Kill, especially for our patrons. Hey there, hi there, ho there, it's your old pal Patrick Hamilton. And of course, there's only one person I trust to not only talk about Friday the 13th for 2.5 years, I'm going to talk about it for another year. The one, the only, Gina Radcliffe. How you doing today, Gina?
We're back, baby. Back to the beginning.
It all comes right back around.
Older, wiser, older.
More feeble.
I was 27 when we started this podcast. Now I'm 50.
To think I'd only begun my career in television when we first started this, and now at the ripe old age of 1100 that I'm still in the game, baby.
Becky was happily pregnant. Ollie's now in middle school.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we're going to be talking about Friday the 13th. Now, the version that seems predominantly to be online is theatrical rather than unrated. The difference is a couple of seconds. I don't think there's any additional scenes or anything like that. So if you have is this like one, if all you have access to is the unrated cut, I think it'll be fine. You're going to get a little bit more axe to the face than we will, but that's what we have right now that lines up between both Gina and I. So that's what we're going to watch. And so we're going to start here. There's no preamble. You know what the fuck Friday the 13th is, I would hope at this point. And if not, this is a hell of an introduction. So we're going to press play.
I'm at 5 seconds with the Paramount logo appearing.
That's a good thing to actually denote here. Okay, I'm at 5 seconds. Oh, it went too far. Jesus Christ, Hamilton, pull yourself together. All right, so we'll start in Friday the 13th, Part 3, Part 2. Part 1 and play. Okay. But saying it's a Sean S. Cunningham film is a bit presumptuous.
Un film de Sean Cunningham. It's a Christian camp?
I don't know. I think it has more to do with the fact that those are just the tunes you sing around a campfire at
because that'll put an interesting twist on things.
True. But like when we went to family camp 4 or so years ago, they sang this song.
Really?
Like, yes. And I'm like, do you have no cultural fucking awareness? What is going on here? It was just part of a big songbook that they would hand around so that everyone would know the lyrics to it. And I'm like, I know the lyrics, not for a good reason.
And you're like looking around like, does anybody else recognize this song but me? As we pointed out in the past, one thing that all variations of Jason Voorhees has over Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees never killed a child.
It's true.
Doesn't here either, but
yeah. Well, let's keep this spoiler free as to who the killer is.
I said variations. Okay, now see, I did sing this song in school.
Yeah.
What a great song to be making eyes at each other.
I know. I mean, have you been in a room with two people I fucking this hard?
Not singing an old spiritual. No. Jesus loves me. This I know.
I do remember being at a dinner, and a fair portion of the people there were people I did not know, and there were two people who had just met that night who were literally, eye fucking one another from across the table, and it was very uncomfortable. And I don't begrudge them. Be horny, but holy shit, we're trying to have a conversation here.
It's like someone's foot's in someone's crotch right now.
I just can't imagine a worse place to want to fuck than the wood floor of on the second floor of this boathouse.
With these white belts.
Oh my God, they're so thick. How will they get past them?
They're like that. They're like that woven canvas material.
Why does he have a mustard yellow and she has a brighter lime yellow?
We don't ask about color rankings at Camp Crystal Lake, Patrick. We just don't. Just the ticks. My God. The cobwebs.
The splinters, for Christ's sake.
The splinters. The mildew.
There's no way. There's no blanket on earth that's going to keep the splinters out of your ass. You're just
gonna get like a brown recluse bite right on your ass cheek.
I mean, they're not even really to the sex part yet. This is still just dry humping.
They're making out.
Yeah. It's over the bra. You got to give them a pass. I once made fun of that statement where we're not doing anything. But they're really not doing anything.
It's Jolly Ranchers. Throw some cardboard boxes. Clearly, obviously, empty cardboard boxes.
Why do they need to store those empty cardboard boxes? What are they going to use them for? Oh my God.
Yay, I just installed my new window. No!
I mean,
goddamn kids threw another Friday the 13th through my front window. It's the third time this month.
At least this logo is true to the actual motion picture in that in Friday the 13th movies, people get tossed through fucking windows. You know what doesn't happen? People don't blow up. That's it's not an explosion heavy franchise. Oh, Manfredini. What an artist.
I can't wait till we get to the disco remix in part 3.
Oh, I'm going to watch it in 3D. I'm telling everyone right now.
Yeah, you'll have to describe what the rest of us are missing.
Oh, listen, there's nothing a podcast audience loves more than describing what you're seeing. Love it. Oh, Frank's Delicatessen. It's got to be great. Boarded up windows. This town has gone to hell.
I tried to lower the volume. My computer didn't like that. Where are you at?
I am at 647 right now.
Okay.
We're walking in front of First National Bank in the weirdly hilly portion of northern New Jersey. Once she sees this dog, she's just locked in, baby. I gotta meet this dog.
I mean,
Please look for that dog's genitals first before. How dare you misgender this dog?
Dog wanted to be like, yeah, whatever, lady. You know, the funny part is this. There are actually towns in southern New Jersey that kind of look like this.
Okay.
Except for the hilly part, this doesn't look a lot different from the town I went to high school in.
It's true. And the other thing about New Jersey, and I've said this many, many, many times, is how fucking green it is.
Oh, yeah.
My God. Look at these people. All of them murderers. You can't tell me this town isn't full of murderers. She's a murderer with pencil. That guy behind her, he's crushed skulls.
Oh, definitely. Camp Blood? Yeah, like David Lynch watched this scene and it was like, that's a little much.
It's a lot of foreshadowing. It's no longer foreshadowing. It's simply bathing it in shadows.
Yeah, whatever. You're going to be dead soon.
Oh, subtle. Garney is just cranked it up to 11.
I feel like his undershirt should be like much filthier than it is.
True. And yet, this movie is so filthy. Like, oh my God, keep your hands off her ass. His truck has got like patio furniture pads inside of it. And once again, Crazy Ralph, look at that posture. Jesus Christ. I need to do exercises up against a wall or something. There's no way that he has such good posture and mine is so terrible. He's driving a truck with no padding on the bench seats. How would you live?
Yeah, no, the hemorrhoids must be insane.
Oh my God. You're driving around a truck 12 hours a day without any fucking padding on? Why is he continuing to look at her like this? Like he's trying to see into her head. Her hair is amazing.
Yeah, she does have good hair. A little bit of a Farrah thing going on.
Well, it's still the 70s when this is being filmed.
Yeah.
Like, there's real no concrete difference between 1980 and 1979. There has been no turnover in society quite yet. We haven't decided what the 80s are. I love that the list of things that supposedly curse Camp Crystal Lake are a kid drowned, 2 more kids died, and the well turned up bad. And that's it. That's all it takes.
Yeah, kind of like something. Kind of like. I mean, did Mrs. Voorhees poison the well?
I'm assuming Mrs. Voorhees did poison the well.
Okay.
What do you think your profit is on a kid's summer camp?
Yeah, I mean,
would
especially
it be worth
since
$25,000 in investment.
Especially since like you could only have it open like maybe like 6 weeks out of the year.
Right, exactly. Well, let's say at best it is 2 months, because I don't think you're getting as many visitors or weekly or monthly campers in August when families are taking vacations together. So you got maybe, 6 or 8 weeks, depending on school schedules.
Just gonna let you off here for convenience sake.
Right in front of the fucking cemetery. I mean, listen, it's not terribly directed. It's just not well directed.
I see voice. So she's like the singular camp cook, right?
Yes.
Because
for
one
God
person
knows how many kids.
One person's going to do all the cooking.
I mean, how many? There's about 8 of them. 9 if you consider the cook, but she's not really in charge of watching children. So would you put 12 kids to a counselor? 10?
Yeah.
How much are you charging? What is that per summer? The business model here just doesn't seem like it's worth the investment.
No.
That's why it's doomed. It's a bad investment, Gina. It's a bad business idea.
Steve Christie needed a business manager.
Fuck it.
Imagine having to drive like 250 miles to see the banjo music. You'd be like just throwing yourself out the door.
Okay, we get it. Banjos exist.
It's like did they drive from the Appalachians? A little something for the ladies.
Do you like them hairy? Do you like them bandanaed?
Also, like Steve's like 10 years older than everybody else.
Yes. He's definitely approaching 30, if not there already.
Do you like boots and booty shorts?
Alice, bring that broom to the stumping.
Alice is wearing more clothes than he is. And Jack Burrell, this is my bare chest.
This is the panic of a guy who's sunk nearly 30 grand into a cursed camp. He's like, hi, nice to meet you. Help me push over this stump. Oh my God, we got to paint.
Also, it's not like his family owned the property, so it's not like he had to purchase the land on top of that. This is entirely to renovate the campsite.
It didn't have fucking rain gutters? Like, you need to start this well before this point. One nail? Okay. Maybe more than one. She's already so regretting the fact that he put her penis inside of her.
It's like, I didn't know it ended up leading to this. Helping him follow his dream of opening a summer camp for children.
This is a very niche comment, but he's very much giving me the interpolation guy from TikTok. Interpolation. Oh my God.
Oh, you just noticed this. Why don't you stop showing me your armpit?
How bad was the sex that she's like, I have to bounce from this summer job?
That's an interesting choice in body language. He's like, you want to leave, and then puts his arm up to like in sort of a blocking pose, which is interesting.
I mean, everything here is projecting that he's possessive of her, which is just going to drive her. And then she looks at him like she's going to murder him. I mean,
like, don't get your hand off me.
That's the thing. I would love a Friday the 13th in which all the counselors end up killing one another. And Jason is off to the side like, fuck, man, this is my gig.
Hey, guys, I'm here. Oh, I see you already took care of things. Well, all right, I guess.
The most ill-advised shirtlessness is happening in this film. The suspenders over white jeans in the forest
while painting.
while painting.
He's painting.
That is a painting outfit that he's wearing. Because she's a cook. There are poisonous snakes in the outhouse.
All that money, you couldn't get a nicer set of targets. They're like shredded already.
Yeah.
Where's the bullseye?
I don't believe him either. It's very fucking dangerous. Oh my God.
Oh, I hate him. God.
Oh.
Just stick the arrow right in his eye.
Seriously. I hate to be horny on Maine, but Lori Bartram is so fucking hot, Gina. Jesus. She is so hot. So do you think Mrs. Voorhees has planned on people knowing that the guy who owns the camp also has this Jeep?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I think she's just hitchhiking in general. I don't think she's looking for Steve.
Yeah. And yeah, absolutely. It's just, this is for the audience and the audience alone.
To make you think that it might be Steve. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, completely different seats. You have to sort of not be paying attention to think that they're the actual same Jeep. Steve
for one thing,
has
Steve
the top
had that,
down. This has the top up. Mrs. Voorhees driving like she's fucking Dukes of Hazzard.
So is Annie just like yammering away at her with like no response? Like, and is she doing it because she feels more comfortable? Because we know that we know why she'd feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Burp burp.
Burp, 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 burp.
Tuck and roll, Annie. Tuck and roll.
I mean, this is.
She's driving like she stole it. And she might have. Whee!
I love that she gets up like her legs are the problem in that circumstance. It would be your neck.
You've got your backpack.
Sean Cunningham really giving you the idea that the camera is moving by making sure the camera is making you sick.
Yeah. It's got that Cloverfield kind of feel to it.
Yeah. Little deep deep bop beep deep beep 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 beep.
It's a dramatic campsite.
Why choose notes when you can just play them all, Gina?
I'm just picturing a bunch of like an orchestra just hacking away at the violin, like they're angry at them.
The sheet music must look like fucking Jackson Pollock paintings. Did she choose a different leg to have a problem with than the original leg? It seemed to be the right leg and then it transferred to the left.
Oh, my summer job.
Why
Oh,
does
he does
someone
like that.
have to be on this to coach people into it?
Also, like this is the swimwear you've chosen to work at a summer camp.
Why is everyone a 40s gangster in this motion picture? Is that something that people who were older than us did, was just constantly reference noir films?
Maybe. I mean, possibly. I feel like a lot of it came from like, watching Looney Tunes cartoons.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Murder that guy. Murder him now. Ned is the worst. No, we're all ready to fuck. Look at us.
Yeah, we just met today.
We need more slow pans up.
Oh
to Kevin
boy.
Bacon's
Yeah, I was
unit.
gonna say that was way more of Kevin's bacon than I wanted to see. And I've seen Wild Things, so imagine you like.
What are you going to do with that?
Imagine you take your kids to summer camp and like you go there and like the counselors are all like barely clothed in their swimsuits. It's like, I didn't expect the counselors to be this nude.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck is that going to do? You just why put the life that little ring right in front of an unconscious person? Again, the greatest character in the movie, Laurie Buttram, rescuing people, diving in the water, running faster than Kevin Bacon, and this is what she gets for it. Like, if I was a person in that canoe, I'd stand up with an oar and just crank him.
Yeah, he would just be like shunned the rest of the summer. It's like, nope, you're dead to me.
How is your hair that fucking fabulous out the goddamn shower?
And she knows it too. Like, I look great.
I don't know. It should be fluffy and with more flyaways. Thing is, if you don't know that Alice is the final girl, you might not know that she's the final girl. It really does kind of disguise it a lot.
Yeah. Bill, button your shirt, god damn it.
How off kilter is that window? Look at it.
Ooh, yeah.
Did someone think that was straight? Oh, Jesus Christ. People are the worst. But all this communicates is that someone would be able to mow through them in just one night. And guess what? Someone does. What the fuck?
Now it's just like a Three Stooges cartoon short.
Then everyone regrets killing a real snake.
Just machete right in the forehead. You've got the machete, Bill. You know what to do.
I'm supposed to communicate now he has a taste for killing snakes. Oh, a real MVP is coming in here. What is he going to do? Arrest you for cultural insensitivity?
I want to arrest him. Shaq fucking Webb here. This guy was doing something with his mind. His like 30 seconds in this movie.
That's both racist and hilarious.
Okay, like that, Ned, you should not be talking to the cop like that.
Yeah,
I don't know why you're talking to the cop like that.
Yeah. Dorf, Officer Dorf. It's Dorf on patrol anyway.
Much taller than I expected.
Like that the word police is so haphazardly put on the front of that bike. No part of this looks like a police uniform.
Yeah, I am, as you know, ACAB as the next person, but you know, this does not seem like a smart way to behave around the cops when you are running a business.
Yeah,
or at least you're representing the business on behalf of the owner who is not currently there.
That looks like he has learned how to ride a motorcycle 2 days ago. Alice really overcompensating so no one can say you got ahead by sleeping with the boss.
Yeah. Because why would you want to admit to that with that guy?
That is some delusions of motherfucking grandeur, Gina. When you walk into a room and you announce to everyone, I'm a messenger of God.
Your chili's expired.
Oh, okay. You know, it's a weird motivation for a guy who we later learn is just peeping in on windows to try to catch people fucking, to warn people away.
Ching, 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 ching.
I put a playing card in my spoke so it makes it sound like a motorcycle. Whee! I'm in a big bike race.
Bye. Smell you later, suckers. Oh, but she's like, oh, you're harmless.
What are you going to do? Well, dead animals do look like dead animals. That's kind of the thing. Ned needs to be hit in the balls.
Yeah.
Constantly, like every day, just to remind him He needs.
It's
to
like,
shut the fuck up.
don't you love me? Don't you love men being competent? It's like, yeah, Ned, I do.
I would like to have power right now.
Yeah, I
do.
do like men being useful and in a situation as opposed to you.
At the very least, like Brenda is in there actually fucking helping. Jack is in there helping. Bill is a part of this. Like, and Ned's just sitting back waiting for other people to make him fucking hamburgers. Is that a capybara? What the fuck is that?
I believe that is an otter.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. It's the weirdest dirty dancing I think I've ever seen. Was he trying to hump her on top of that log? That was a weird move. The one thing this movie very much gets right, and a reason why I think it has lasted as long as it has, is it very much evokes the disquieting nature of anyone could be watching you in the woods.
Right. Man, I've been here 4 hours and I haven't gotten laid yet. They promised me laid.
Why won't anyone consider my penis?
I have such a sparkling personality.
I make fun of people who are useful. Isn't that useful?
I played dead. Why didn't that work? Oh, now he's going to investigate.
Right.
Of all the times he tries to be useful. And we don't get the pleasure of him being killed on screen.
Mm-hmm.
What a cop-out.
Babyface Kevin Bacon is a little weird to me.
Yeah, he's gotten very attractively grizzled in his older years. But yeah, he just, you ever hear the phrase, he looks like a smacked ass? That's kind of what he looks like here. Take it, you've never heard that phrase. No, I think like one of my grandparents was saying about like men are freshly shaved and they're kind of like a little ruddy and all, like they look like a smacked ass.
Oh my god!
You're gonna think that every time you shave now.
Yeah, well, I'm putting that up there with drug rug as first time terms that are very evocative right away. I mean, in terms of efficiency, Friday the 13th does some things very, very well, right?
Oh yeah, it just like the original Halloween, it gets down to business right away.
Yeah,
it does a pretty good job of establishing who the characters are.
Yes. Now, in terms of they've come into the, I just want the audience to notice some things here. Okay. They've come in here to fuck. You better know that. Secondly, it is going to be revealed they have sex underneath the dead body of Ned, but nothing seems to be on the top bunk currently, which means that somehow Mrs. Voorhees is able to transfer the body of Ned into this room while they be fucking and get under the bed.
Yeah, she's like a ninja. She apparently was either able to fling or carry up to a top bunk a grown adult man.
Yes. Or they don't notice that there's a dead body.
I think
on the
that's
top bunk.
more. I think that's more likely that they don't notice.
But you would notice something's there, and you're just gonna fuck underneath it.
Yeah, you know, you gotta go. You gotta go.
That's true. Listen, what do you want to find another cabin?
Exactly. Don't want to wait a little while.
Alice, other people fuck around here. We don't all wait for the boss to come home. Why do you need a stick? It's you don't need kindling. The fire is lit. What is going on? Just put a log on top of it.
It's like, I need to make it look like I'm doing something. Oh, great. Bill brought his guitar. Thank God. When I came to
Well, this
this.
is why Brenda's like, fuck this noise. We're getting naked with Monopoly.
I mean, you know what? If I had to choose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. On that, what is bound to be a supportive mattress. I mean, at least it's not the floor.
Yeah, if I ever like get to interview Kevin Bacon, I'm just gonna freeze on the close the butt close up.
Well, we're really spending a lot of time on them fucking.
Yeah, that's it. There you go, right there.
Yeah. That's as good as it gets.
Like, we're gonna do a little close up. Just give a little squeeze.
Yeah.
No, I think he was already there. I mean,
Yeah.
I suppose there's plausible deniability. They just didn't see him because it's dark in there,
Mm-hmm.
and you know they're really horny.
So when I did screen drafts, the topic was high school horror. And so, you know, I start writing my list and stuff, but I'm like, well, I should look at what is considered high school horror, make sure I haven't missed anything, or maybe I forgot something. Just consider what is out there. I go about 8 entries in Friday the 13th.
Oh, I was gonna think. Did you like do your rant about how the Friday 13th movies are not high school horror?
I think I kept it to 2 sentences. But I'm like, how are you fucking confusing any of these people? And I know it is a bit weird that Kevin Bacon, who looks exactly 25 in this, will in another 4 years will be in the middle of high school and Footloose.
Yeah,
It's
he
fucking
there's a
ridiculous.
long period where he could have been anywhere between like 18 and 35.
Yeah.
And then again,
But-
like his face narrowed out a little bit. He got a little grizzled. You know, then he eternally looked 50.
Yes. But there's nothing about any of this that communicates these are teenagers. I'm sorry. There just fucking isn't. They are young people, but they are not teenagers.
I
And
think
this is
that's
certainly
I think
shit all to do with high school.
yeah, I think there's the confusion that well, they're at a summer camp. They must be young enough to go to say no, they're the counselors.
They're the
And yeah, so
counselors.
and some camp counselors are teenagers, but these aren't. These are not teenagers.
Right. What is the book that's on there?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Is that an Anne Rice book? Or is it?
I cannot read. It's like actually it's like something that's in French. It'll say the floor to something.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. I don't. I'm literally watching this on a laptop. So
The first Get Bunked, everyone. It happened.
close up you can see the putty, but it ain't bad. It does
No.
all right.
It does all right. And, the revolution of not only are we going to have a horror movie where people die, but you're actually going to see how they die. We're not going to hide the weenie. It's crass, but it is a bit of a revolution. To take the attitude of Dawn of the Dead and the effects guy of Dawn of the Dead and go, well, that stuff happened to zombies, but this is going to happen to real people. It's a leap forward. The horror in this motion picture has less to do with machetes and more to do with the concept of going to the bathroom in bare feet at a summer camp.
Oh God, no.
I don't need someone judging my bathroom puns. Thank you very much. I know Friday the 13th is rarely praised for its script, but the concept of you can separate these people by a rainstorm because they'll all go off to their own cabins, allows this all to happen. Like,
yeah.
It's not far-fetched. And you don't have to wonder, like, why would you go off on your own or anything like that? They kind of are already off on their own. They don't know they're in a horror movie.
Right.
It is rather insane that half the shit in this camp does not work.
Yeah, it's like $25,000 well spent, Steve Christie.
Where did this money go? It seems like a mob racket. That's the other thing that should become a Friday the 13th movie, is that the mob is laundering money through Camp Crystal Lake.
I don't know what makes more sense, that or that the residents of Crystal Lake let Jason get away with killing people because he grows premium weed on his property.
Well, if they're getting a taste, I think that is resonant for me. But you actually have to pay that off, which the remake just does not. It just purports that everyone is in on it, but they have zero profit motive for doing so. I mean, just crumbles like, it's my time. I guess so.
The very first, I've had a good run. Doesn't put her hands up. Doesn't like, try to, cringe backwards or anything. Nothing. Just takes that axe right in the forehead.
She goes from You've got an axe too. Well, it's my time.
So long, everyone.
Not even a single cardboard box thrown.
Brenda's like, damn it, I didn't think Alice would be so good at Monopoly. Oh God, it's Steve. Girls moan. Do they ever?
I mean, I love that Brenda looks straight at Alice. It's like, you were taking off your shirt. Finally, some shit was happening I was into.
But also, Brenda, you have time to put your clothes back on. Come on.
She doesn't need clothes. She's free.
Just run around the rain. She needs some
A
clothing.
less confident person needs to protect themselves. She is armored by being badass. Like another MVP is this waitress who gives side eye to the lousy tips she's getting and is desperate to get Steve in the sack. He rolls off those dollar bills like he's drunk.
That's Sandy, everyone.
Please take me to your Jeep and take me away.
I love you.
I want to put my hand down your tiny shorts.
Got the freshest pie in town, Steve.
It's really raining very hard out there. If you want to get wet, you can just stay inside.
That's what the Friday 13th movies need is more double entendres.
Really?
If
I mean, why aren't we in that writing room? I think we could really help.
If that's the case, boy, you're in for a treat.
If Crystal Lake isn't filled with super horny, upper middle-aged waitresses trying to get it, I'm going to be disappointed. Now, wait a second. They turned off the water again? Like I just put a hatchet through somebody's face. Better turn off the water.
It's like, this worked the first time. Let me try it again.
Well, the other faucet is working, which means you have to individually turn on the pipes for each faucet? I'm not a plumber, but I don't think that's how plumbing works. You have a main cutoff valve.
Yeah, I'm not going into, I don't care how badly I got to brush my teeth. I am not going into, by myself, a bathroom that is that shadowy.
I need
lit by a single
visuals.
bulb.
Yeah. Lit by a bulb with a hat on it, where it's not even like a full lampshade. The shade is hanging off of the bulb itself.
Like I could brush my teeth outside. I'll just take a big old mouthful.
It's already raining.
Yeah, I was going to say, take a big old mouthful of rainwater.
Why aren't her feet muddy? She's walking around in the rain. It's not paved. Meanwhile, the 25 grand has not gone to a Jeep repair.
No. He's not spent his money wisely.
If anyone in this film deserves to be murdered, it is Steve.
Yeah, I mean, second to Ned.
Ned hasn't spent money this poorly.
Well, all right.
Like, Steve can't even fill up a fucking Jeep with gas or whatever his mechanical problems are. Why not? This isn't a town full of murderers. Get in.
Get in, I'll give you a lift. Straight to hell.
Frosted glass is a weird choice.
Dear Penthouse Forum, I never dreamed this would happen to me. I was staying at a camp counselor and
I've always loved Monopoly, but I found a hot way to move property. I'm almost always the boots, but I didn't know that night I'd be knocking them.
Oh my God. I did pass go, and I did collect $200.
And orgasms.
I packed my best granny gown to wear to summer camp. Honestly, though, that granny gown looks comfy as hell.
It's true. One of these days, we've got to cover Mortuary. I mean, no one will listen to that episode, but Mortuary is filled to the gills with nightgowns, just full head to toe nightgowns.
Oh, right. I forgot about Mrs. Voorhees' ventriloquist skills.
Yes. And again, we hate to praise the screenplay of Friday the 13th as if it is this monumental tome, but it does have an internal logic where Mrs. Voorhees has observed that Brenda is the person who will go out and run into the ocean. I'm from California, into a lake to rescue somebody, and is the first one to help out in many situations, and uses that against her because in a straight up fight, Brenda would beat that ass.
Yeah. Yeah, except that doesn't sound anything like Mrs. Voorhees' voice.
Yeah, I know. Help me. Do you think that was like a subtle fly reference? Did you think they were tittering in the back of the Video Village? Not that they had one.
Maybe.
It does sound like a legit child.
Yeah. Like it also doesn't sound like the killer mommy voice. It's just like, they just got some kid to, you loop in their voice. And then she just sounds annoyed. She's like, hello.
Hello. I mean, you at least have a weapon with the flashlight.
Well, yeah.
You should not be back in. Oh, Jesus Christ. And that's when my interest in Friday the 13th heads downhill.
Well, good night, everybody. Hope you had fun. You know how this ends. Come on.
This would be an interesting commentary episode if we just said, you know what, we've seen the rest of this. See us next month. Maybe we'll make it all the way through a Friday the 13th movie. You never know. Like, we talked about it for an hour. What else do you want? Bill.
Where are you at?
I'm at 58:11.
Oh, okay.
Now they're both going out
Damn it.
to look for Brenda.
Okay.
I like that they gave everyone their own color rain slicker.
We'll see and tell them apart.
She must be with Jack and Marcy. Listen, Brenda was gonna fuck at some point tonight.
She was gonna get into a sandwich with somebody.
Yeah, that's your sign that things have gone haywire. When you find a lightly bloody axe.
Yeah. It's Moira.
The issue here that is not in Friday the 13th script is that it front loads the second act with almost all the deaths.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like we still have over a half hour left, and most of the cast has been eliminated.
It gets you every single time. Whereas, like, wow, this is working. And again, this could be a 75-minute movie, and it would be fine.
Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, well, you made no bones about saying that I think that Halloween is much better than this, although I still like this one a lot. It's just Halloween is much better paced though. Like it's just zip right through it. This I just looked, I'm like, damn, this still got a half hour left.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a bummer that way.
It's like they either killed off everybody too fast or there's not enough characters.
Yeah.
Well, there's another repair Steve's going to have to pay for.
What was this thing? Is leaking money like a sieve. Like, you have to use a payphone at a place you work?
Also,
you should just have a fucking phone.
Who's gonna?
Where did this $25,000 go, Gina?
Well, I mean, the phone is dead, but yeah, she cut the line. But also, like, why would they have a payphone there? I guess they do have a payphone there. Yeah, this is the point where I'm realizing, okay, something is going on here, and that all the phones are dead. The engine, the truck's been disabled. Okay, we should probably run or hide somewhere. Yes, thank you. Why don't we just hike out of here?
Yes.
So are we dating now or what?
More cops making out with their friends and their
I can't remember
cruisers.
I can't remember off the top of my head how many of the Friday the 13th movies have established that they do take place on Friday the 13th.
I think this one and maybe the second one. And then 2, 3, and 4 literally happen one after the other.
Right. Yeah, they
And then they just fucking, they don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Because it would be a bit of a groaner if every single movie they go, you know, things get rough around Camp Crystal Lake on Friday the 13th. You're like, yeah. Why are you telling me this?
Wink.
Thanks for bringing me to the end of, like, you could just drive them straight fucking up. Oh, yeah, that's right. He got a call. I forgot. He has police business. Like, it is criminal that there's a half an hour of this left.
Yeah, it's wild.
Oh, you. I know you. Hopefully Steve was kicked in the balls and not just dead.
I guess, oh, hi.
Oh, hi. What you doing out here? Why is that knife in my penis?
I had it coming.
It's been a good run.
Died for my confidence.
Danger, danger.
High voltage.
Is that where the song came from?
Baby, that'd be funny.
Well, Friday the 13th. It just came to me. A disco anthem. Thrill as someone lights a lantern.
You know, I feel like first time out, like Bill's an underrated hunk in this.
Yeah, you're right. He's square shouldered.
Yeah. He's trying to, you know, protect her and, you know, keep her calm.
Yeah. He's not a dick.
No. You know,
He loves to kill snakes.
He only tried to give her a little kissy on the cheek, and he isn't trying to, you know, push himself too hard on her.
Yeah. Because again, the only reason she lives is pot makes her sleepy. Oh, I think there's a mosquito in here. God damn it. You shouldn't have mosquitoes in November.
I was gonna say, like really, or in the movie, because there's definitely mosquitoes in the movie.
No, it's in here. We had rain, which is good, but it got rainy and then it got dry and warmer, and they just came out again.
Gross.
Again, never used to have mosquitoes. Now we do. Thank you, global warming. Climate change, whatever the fuck we're calling it. Our death knell.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Watching someone look for a ruler.
full of gas, just like me.
We have that in common. Where did this $25,000 go?
Nothing works.
Nothing works. The room with the emergency generator is piled with broken radios. Like, what the fuck is going on?
That seems safe.
Oh boy. Time for some Sanka.
She's got like regular coffee up there. She gets the instant shit.
Yeah. I've never consumed instant coffee.
I keep it around because some baking recipes call for it, but no,
sure, yeah.
I've never drank it. Wow, there's a lot of padding.
Oh yeah, no, the fatal flaw of this motion picture is the third act.
Like, I mean, one could reason that it's meant to build tension, but there comes to a certain point. It's like, okay, this is just they ran out of bodies.
Right. Well, it's trying to set up tension, right? Because it's the reason why the crazy Ralph reveal happens out of that pantry is because someone can hide in there. And so it's playing on that and like, oh, okay. But it's not done well enough. Cunningham is not as skilled enough a director to communicate this properly. It looks like someone's first draft of that idea.
Right.
And he's not helped by, he has such an efficient pace up until this point that when it does slow down to an absolute halt, it just crashes the momentum of the movie. And it's something that's instantly corrected by the killer third acts of both 2 and 3.
Right.
The third acts of 2 and 3 are so good that even final chapter can't reach its heights simply because 2 and 3 are just so much better in their third act. Wow. So again, we've asked this question before, but what is holding him up there?
Yeah, I think he might be a little too heavy for those arrows.
The idea that Mrs. Voorhees has slashed his throat and then stuck him to a door via arrows and walked away from that blood-free is pretty wild.
Wearing like a fisherman's sweater.
Right. The titular Rich Boy sweater of Rich Boy sweater fame. Uh-huh. You're going to tie both of those to a doorknob? Okay, sure. Fine. Why not?
I mean, wouldn't it make more sense to put something in front of it?
It does open outward, so no.
Oh, that's weird.
It is weird.
Why would a door open outward?
I don't know. But now she's put something in front of it? A log? Like, what the fuck is that going to do?
Let me like roll that
Oh,
big
boy.
ass piano in front of it. Try that. You know?
Exactly. What is this plan?
But again, like this is padding. Let's you know, okay, Al, let's pile up everything in the entire room in front of the door.
In front of it. And again, this is for this plot that she has, this plan where I'm going to blockade this door is going to be foiled by Mrs. Voorhees flinging a whole fucking person through a window. Now, is the generator back on? No, she still has a lantern.
No,
There's
it's
it's overlit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least they got a basket of apples.
You know what they say.
That's a lot of coffee cups.
I was gonna say, are they running a campsite or a diner?
He's- Are there any pickles? No, I have a knife.
Use this barbecue fork.
Oh my God. Out of all those utensils, she's choked up to the halfway point on a bat and a barbecue fork. Oh my God, she fucking sucks at this.
Whee!
Brenda, again, Laurie Bertram, I think fantastic performance in almost every way. Terrible dead body.
Yeah,
Most dead bodies don't continue to move their heads.
Yeah,
That's just-
she's still partially alive.
She could still be partially alive. She's a tough cookie. But of course, Alice is not going to help her or check. Do you think they planned on the raincoat coming off like that? Or that was a happy accident? The only person on earth happy to see Steve.
Surely,
This is how easy it was to get through this.
surely he can help.
She's able to extricate her, and the door does open out. So why was she piling shit in front of it?
So did Mrs. Voorhees like fling Brenda's body through the window, then run to get the Jeep?
Yeah, yeah. Or she had a catapult and she used the catapult. My qualifications are I'm here and I used to work for the Christies. I'm not afraid. I've been killing people all night. I think I would have seen them.
I know what's going on here.
Well, there's a whole bunch of shit in front of this door that opens outward.
But-
Who would do
I was
this?
gonna say, but this is a fire hazard.
The fucking drama.
Oh, so young.
So beautiful. Who would take their
What
lives
kind
like
of
this?
monster? They were
You
not
know,
making
love-
love.
There were a lot of people making love while that kid drowned in the middle of the fucking night.
Come on now, Mrs. Voorhees. That's not making love.
They'd be fucking.
Not even that. Well, maybe the ones that were maybe when Jason actually drowned, maybe, but
Yeah.
definitely not the ones at the beginning of the movie.
No.
Jason should have been watched every minute. Well, why weren't you watching him?
Right.
This is a question no one has answered.
Again, and the fact that he drowned in the middle of the night, as presented in the motion picture Friday the 13th.
He wasn't a very good swimmer. That's why I brought him with me for this job at a summer camp. Surely nothing bad could happen there. My other son was afraid of dogs, so I took him with me to work at a kennel.
I figured what better for a boy with special needs who doesn't know how to swim than to work by the lake.
My mutant
I
boy.
My boy. I abandoned my boy in a lake.
I love that. Just love that.
And then she's taken out by one hit to the back. And then she's like, oh, I'm going to rally.
I was going to say, you were like strong arming grown men and you can't take a little bop on the, with like a table
Gina,
leg.
This is the fucking problem. She was able to haul around all these bodies and she can't knock out Alice, who you have to say, if you're going to quote unquote choose your fighter, Alice is not going to be it.
No.
It somewhat deflates your villain.
I feel like she'd be the weakest one. Well, maybe Kevin Bacon's girlfriend. She just like folded like a table, like a card table.
Yeah, that's a murder of opportunity. You just can't pass that up. I love that she can just disappear into the night. Back when movies allowed things to be dark, truly dark, not just gray to the point of darkness. Where is this light coming from without the generator? Or is the generator back on?
Well, she did turn the power back on when Brenda was at the archery area.
What the fuck is that? They have an armory? Why do you need so many guns?
Maybe they do like skeet shooting or something.
Yeah, sure. Target shooting. Okay, now she's turning the generator back on. So where was that light coming from in the rainstorm? Overlit. Where are the goddamn bullets? Yeah, probably locked up.
I was going to say, look in the file cabinet under B. I mean, you know she needs a magic bullet pocket.
She does need a magic bullet pocket. That would be very helpful in the circumstances. Yeah, you look in the file cabinet. A for arrows, B for bullets. She's nearly foiled by rope and a gun shoved in her gut.
Not the twine.
At least there's consistency. Why are you going to slapping? When has this been a slapping attack?
She's doing this like Alexis Carrington cat fight.
Dynasty fight. All they need is a fountain. Oh, God. And it's this fight over and over and over again. I just don't know why. She's armed with a knife. Why are you going in there and like, I need to pimp slap this lady? You've been slashing throats.
You shoved an arrow through a man's neck with one hand.
Blind. She did that. I do love how Mrs. Voorhees runs like Bluto from Animal.
Very purposeful but clumsy run.
Yes. Don't. Look around.
Like the fact that it's Friday the 13th and there's a full moon.
Well, there needs to be some sort of lighting source for the outdoor scenes. Wait.
And now she's
Jesus
back in the
Christ.
kitchen again.
So Brenda must have been alive because her head is completely moved to the other side.
Also, like, why is this only all she has now is like the like communal cabin where they're playing the game earlier, and like her cabin. She keeps running back and forth between those two places on a campsite. There should be other places she can go and hide.
There's just no reason that Alice makes it through this movie. She makes a series of baffling moves. And now we've transposed, at least she found a room that is lockable. But how in God's green earth there's still 10 fucking minutes in this motion picture?
Well, I mean, you could figure in like 2 or 3 minutes of our credits.
Yeah, barely though. It's not like movies nowadays. They're not going through 30 effects houses.
And like blooper reels and mid-credit sequences and all. There should be a blooper. There should be
Cannonball Run level.
There should be blooper reels for
bloops.
Yeah, these should be blooper reels for slasher movies.
Yeah. It's a lot of mayonnaise.
It's just sitting out. So many health code violations. Steve would be shut down a week.
Yes.
Yeah, the plumbing doesn't work correctly. They just have vats of mayonnaise sitting out.
I was worried we wouldn't find anything new to talk about, but truly, Friday the 13th movie have the most interesting layers of any horror franchise we've ever talked about.
Yeah, no, we'll find all kinds of time. Well, so much time has passed since between when we originally covered these and now that it's not going to be like watching it for the first time, but it may be like I don't remember all the jokes that we made.
No. Oh, damn. See, that should take you out. Why didn't you fucking fry and pan her the first time?
Yeah, and, get in one more while you're at it.
Yes. Just cave her head in. The fact that she's got a dead body in the Jeep, that'll tell the police who did this all.
And she pulled the old Laurie Strode by putting the weapon she used to neutralize someone and put it down.
Yes. What is this plan?
Yeah, I'm not sure why she has apparently just given up the idea of just walking out of the camp.
I don't know. Why put your back to the water? It just is a bad battle plan. Yes, she's in shock. I'll give you that. But yes, why not walk away from this joint? Wrestling.
Mrs. Voorhees is a pretty beefy lady.
My God. Not the chair. Mankind has been thrown off the cage. I really think they overestimated the appeal of watching these two women wrestle in dirt.
Yeah. Here's a little mud in your eye.
Ding. What? Greek man hands. Where's my head?
Yes, it's definitely man hands.
Oh, it's Tasso. It's I think I know the guy's name. You shouldn't know the guy's name. I've never seen Tasso in real life. I've only heard of Tasso.
But you've seen his hands.
I've seen his hands. I've seen the toothpicks holding that head in place. Perfect plan. Again, you've like, you're done.
Yeah, like you saw her.
Why go in the lake?
You saw her drive up in the Jeep. I mean, yeah, there's a body in there. You could push the body out if you have to.
Push the body out.
So it ain't gonna hurt you. She's long past being able to do anything to you.
Right. They could not come up with an exact reason for this. They just knew they needed to do it.
Yeah.
You have to have this level of night to fall asleep in a canoe.
Yeah. Well, I figure it's probably kind of relaxing.
Sure. It's very placid.
Also, like, how did the police get called at this point?
I don't know how the police got called or why they would have their lights on.
Look at how dramatic this peaceful music is.
Yeah. Hey, did you murder all these people?
Are you alive, ma'am? Yeah, I'm just going to sit here a little longer. I'm okay.
You know what?
Nothing can hurt me anymore.
I'm glad I slept with Steve.
This was a good experience overall. I feel new. In my lane, unbothered, moisturized.
Moisturized, now full of lake water. Gina,
yes?
I could watch Friday the 13th with you every week. Here's the thing. This isn't work to me. I'm infinitely surprised that anyone has continued. I find this very entertaining. I find this very enjoyable. But it is somewhat fantastical to me that we've been doing this dawning on 7 years come January.
You know what? It just seems to be growing into steam. Except for that really mean review we got recently. Said we were smug. No, smug? It's not smarmy.
Smug was in there. Smug, sarcastic.
Smarmy and sarcastic.
Yes. If you're a Patreon listener and you haven't reviewed us on iTunes, for the love of God, please do so, because we've been found by some people and they don't enjoy it as much. And what I do like about this new review, though, titled Too Snarky, is that we're given 2 stars, not 1 star, 2. I gave this a shot, but couldn't finish the Friday the 13th episodes. The Friday the 13th 3D episodes.
That's very early on.
Did they start with Friday the 13th and they got through 9 or 10 episodes and they're like, I have to bail after 9 or 10?
And we hadn't
They
really
give us a good try.
We hadn't even really been rolling yet with being hard on stuff. We still like 3D.
Right. These are two of the most unlikable, smarmy, and sarcastic hosts I've ever had the displeasure of listening to.
Well, can't please everybody. Nobody's perfect.
Unless they were talking specifically about me and Ollie on the Alien Revisited episode.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
He is very unlikable, that child.
Well, you know.
Full of smart.
Perhaps you should have beat him more.
Well, there's always the future. All right, that pretty much does it. We've played Choose Your Own Death Venture before. Things haven't changed. And we appreciate all of you who are with us on Patreon and help make this podcast free for everyone to listen to and support us for things like renting Friday the 13th again. That is unit production manager Stephen Miner. He won't come back in this at all. Okay. There's Tasso's last name, Stavrak. Oh, Jesus. My apologies.
Stavrakis, I think.
Yeah. Thank you for being a part of this. This is fun. This is more fun than I even thought it would end up being. And I think it's going to be, this is going to be a lot more fun right up until Jason X. And then it's going to be white knuckle
Then the
time.
screaming will begin again.
At least we'll be just watching it straight through.
Yeah, just like about halfway through, fuck!
Thank you one and all for being a part of this goofy little show. We really appreciate it. Don't worry, folks. The body count will continue for myself and for Gina. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.